Ministers of State, officials of GRENLEC, principals, staff, media, students, fellow debaters, audience all, a pleasant good afternoon. Be it resolved that capital punishment be restored as a deterrent to the rising incidence of murders. This, we the proponents of this argument will clearly and confidently demonstrate. However, I am bound by duty as first speaker to define key terms in the moot. I will then provide you with solid statistics of the deterrent effect of capital punishment. Our second speaker will confront the issue as to why capital punishment has been abolished in some countries of the world. And our third speaker will review salient points in closing our argument clinically and effectively. Yes, two significant definitions to aid in understanding this debate. Capital punishment, according to the Lexicon Webster Dictionary, also known as death penalty, is the execution of a person by the state as punishment for crime. Murders is the intentional killings of human beings by unlawful means. Brutal and demoralizing crime is the most disturbing development in our society. The individuals who commit such atrocities clearly challenges our justice system, our values, Mr. Chairman, and our harmonious social laws. Such serious offences deserve serious penal actions, such that the return will be offenders and criminals, such that is proportionate in severity, celerity, and finality. We will not be saying this, Mr. Chairman, if we are not backed by most relevant sources. Even the Bible advocates death for murder, and I quote, Numbers 35, verse 16. And if he smites him with an instrument of iron, so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death, unquote. Religious traditions suggest no less, Mr. Chairman, as we all believe that life is sacred. If a murderer should suffer minor inconveniences, hence we cheapen life, this is where we are today, and this is what we must correct, Mr. Chairman, the cheapening of life. And we are here to correct it by standing resolute on the grounds that capital punishment is the most progressive way forward. We see that, Mr. Chairman, when we look at the statistics of detained, an abolitionist of the death penalty is at a loss as to what to do with its rising crime rate. According to the Independent newspaper, December 2007, its prison population, and I quote, stands at an astonishing 81,455, up from 74,000 in 2004, unquote. Justice Minister Jack Straw foresees further rise to, I quote, 96,000 by 2014, unquote. With the highest rate of incarceration in Western Europe, what does Britain plan to do? To curb its rise in crime, building 3 new supersized jails. Mr. Chairman, 3 new supersized jails. This is so ridiculous. Britain should not be planning, Mr. Chairman, to become a cushion for crime, but to deter, to seek for a decline. Mr. Chairman, opponents, we are utterly disappointed in Britain, but find in New York a proud retaining of the death penalty, our expectations met. With a no-nonsense, zero-tolerance policy, according to Week magazine, November 2007, New York is experiencing, and I quote, a fall in its murder rate to its lowest recorded level in 40 years. A total of 579 violent deaths were recorded, down from a peak of 2,245 in 1990. So far this year, it has dropped to 428 murders on court. And incidentally, Mr. Chairman, the murder rate of USA in 1993 dropped from 24,562 to 18,209 in 1997. The lowest for years, Mr. Chairman, a 26% reduction during a period of increased use of the death penalty. Mr. Chairman, when the facts speak for themselves, who can deny the evidence? Shall we stop here, Mr. Chairman? Certainly not. But look at the criminal murder rate in Singapore. Another retainer of the death penalty, in comparison to its murder rate, USA and Britain, is by far better than Britain and even lower than USA. Information, Mr. Chairman, retrieved from Agence France Presse, August 2nd, 2008, and I quote, Singapore, which almost always carries out the death penalty, has far less serious crimes than both America and Britain, with an astonishing murder rate at 18.2%, unquote. And now, I gladly leave you in the hands of my most learned colleague, who will confidently continue from where I have left off. I thank you.